This is one of the biggest mistakes many people make when using any of the universal laws, including the law of assumption, the law of attraction, law of cause and effect, law of gratitude, and many, many others. You want to know what it is that blocks you from your manifestation? Stay with me. Okay, guys, I am running around like a crazy person today because I am getting ready for my flight to go get the keys to my house in Italy, and like, everything's a mess. I'm here at the warehouse, as you can see, but I wanted to stop and make this video for you. So I get many, many questions around manifestations not coming to pass. And I wanted to take a moment to have a conversation with you about why this may be if you're quote unquote doing everything correctly. So this is important because, first of all, I like to use the term correctly loosely, because the reality is when you're fully in the state of assumption, when you're fully aligned with the thing that you desire, you have the thing. So I want to say that first, but what would be the reason for your assuming that you've assumed, really, that you fully aligned and it not really come to pass? So the simple answer is you aren't really aligned. The not so simple answer is often why. So I want to break this into two different things about desire. So the universe brings us the thing that we desire. When there is a desire that we're holding and we assume it's true, there is not our aura, it's outside of our aura. There is literally another invisible, we'll call it a shield or a wrap around us. When we align with that which we want, it literally shifts into a magnet, literally, to pull in the thing that we truly desire, whether it's a thing, whether it's a person, whatever it is. So that's what that particular shield does. It's not your aura, it's out, it's further out than your aura, right? Your aura will be really close to your body. So that's what happens when you fully align and you truly assume it's true. That magnet literally shifts on and it pulls the thing in. The reason that would not be happening and you assume that you're aligned and you assume that you've assumed correctly and that you've really been in that space and it's not coming is more so attached to an unconscious desire. So let me clarify what I mean here. If your desire is built on fear instead of a true desire, your subconscious will block it from manifesting in the 3D. That means that you aren't fully aligned with it. I'm going to repeat that and then we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. If the thing that you are desiring is built on fear or lack or anything that's resonating on that lower vibrational scale, it's not turning that magnet on. You're not fully aligned with it. Because in alignment, there's a sense of knowing from a space of trust, from a space of abundance, from a space of love, not a space of fear and lack. So let me give you an example. Let's use people, for example. One of the things that I think I hear a lot here on YouTube is people talking about specific person, manifesting their specific person. There's a person that they want. And I think in the community, it's called SP. I don't talk a lot about that. And you know, another day I'll do a full video on why I don't talk about manifesting your SP. There's full reasons behind that. But let's say you're manifesting your SP. Your SP, in your mind, you have decided that he or she is on a pedestal. You have decided that they're an amazing person and there's nobody better for you than them. And they're just perfect in every way. Maybe you've been with the SP before. Maybe they're an ex. And maybe it's someone you haven't been with, but you've been friends and you've been around them, or you simply have a crush on them. So you've decided that this is your specific person and this is the person that you want to manifest in. You follow through on the manifestation formula. You assume that it's true. You visualize. You see yourself on dates with them. You see yourself in relations with them. You may see yourself fully married to them or with children or whatnot. But you see the full picture. You aren't just seeing it externally, watching yourself. You're actually in it. And you're not manifesting it. Why have I been going through this process and it's not working? Or I'll call them in and they leave. Now, there are a couple of things with that's more on the SP side. And again, I'm just not interested in teachings on manifesting specific person. But one of the biggest reasons that those don't come to pass the way we desire is because whenever we are focusing on a specific person, and it's an ex or someone that we have romanticized and we have put on a pedestal, it's out of fear that there is no one better. It's out of fear that no one is going to love us the way that person loved us or look at us the way that person looked at us. They're now looking at other people in that way. Maybe they left you for someone else. It's out of a feeling of lack, as if there aren't enough men or women in the universe. It's out of a fear that nothing else is available to you. Because if that wasn't the case, if you knew that there was someone who could not just love you to that extent, but love you deeper and harder than you ever could have imagined. If it was someone that you knew would be loving and generous towards you and treat you in a way that you've never, ever experienced. Someone who wouldn't leave you for another person. Someone who had only eyes for you. You would not be manifesting that SP. See, you're manifesting that thing out of a lower vibrational place. You're manifesting out of fear and out of lack. Now, apply that specific example to everything else in your life. Apply that to getting clients. Apply that to money. You're attempting to manifest money out of fear of an eviction, or maybe not living the type of life you want, or not getting the things you want, or not being able to go a specific place or do a certain thing you're manifesting the money for. When your desire comes from fear or lack, or anything lower vibrational, it's not a true desire. I'm going to repeat that again. When your desire comes from fear or lack, that's not a true desire. Often our desires come from fear of not looking as good or as wealthy as the next person. Often our fear comes, specifically during this pandemic we've just lived through, an Instagram age where everybody on the Instagram is a millionaire and everybody has all these things, and the fear that you're somehow behind. That's not a heart's desire. It's a desire, but not a heart's desire, because it comes from fear. And nothing from your heart comes from fear or lack. Everything from your heart comes from love and abundance. So how do you fix this? Well, first is getting clear on that, and then getting clear on what is it that I really want. What is it that I want, not because I fear something, but because of how much love I have or how much abundance I'm filled with. What is it that truly makes my heart beat? So I'll use this for an example. Like I said, I'm like in a jogging suit and I'm here getting some last minute stuff done at the warehouse because I'm getting ready to go pick up my keys for my house in Italy. I mentioned a couple times here that I recently purchased a house in Italy during the pandemic. And so this is my first time actually laying physical eyes on it outside of videos and pictures and live streams and like WhatsApp videos and all that kind of stuff. This is my first time. But if I was manifesting that home out of a lack, a need, I am going to die if I don't get it, there's now an attachment to it. And I wouldn't have been able to manifest it as quickly. When I manifested the home, it was really it would be really nice to have a home in Europe. I thought it was going to be in France. And I decided that, you know what? This opportunity is too good to pass up. I'm going to get it in Italy. If it works, great. If something falls through, fine. I have none attachment to it because the very thing I want, the thing that's perfect, is going to show up. And it did. And everything has unfolded just the way it needs to. And if anything happens to block anything or do anything, I have full trust that it's what's supposed to happen. It's non-attachment to the outcome because I know it is. I already visited the house and internally. So I know it is. There's no doubt. There's no, oh my God, I don't see it. I've been looking. I can't find it. Oh my God, where's the money? It's none of those things. It is. It just is. And coming from that spirit, coming from that energy helps call things to you quicker. So let's go back to the SP. You can absolutely love a person and have an ex and you want to get back with them. But one of the things I would like to encourage you to do is ask yourself why. Often I hear they're perfect for me, and I want you to ask yourself if what's perfect for you is someone who left you, someone who would go to someone. Are they really perfect for you? Or is there fear that you will never love or be loved like that again? Is it the hurt that's talking? Is it the heartbreak? It's okay to grieve a thing. A different way that you can approach this is, I absolutely love this person, but I trust that someone who will be faithful to me and show up for me at all times will be in my life. If it is this person, they'll be here. And if not, that's fine. I encourage you to not see them in your visions, but feel the person who's loving you the way you desire. Feel their energy. Feel the spirit of the person who is faithful to you and is there for you. Feel their presence and feel that they are by you without attaching a face to it, only attaching a soul's energy. And if it's that person, they will be back. And if it's not, the person that you're feeling, who is the very thing that your heart truly desires, will be there. And in that space, you're not manifesting out of lack. You're not manifesting out of fear, nor are you manifesting out of desperation. You are calling the thing into the 3D out of a space of knowing and love for your partner. You're manifesting the money out of knowing and love that everything you desire in this universe, we get in exchange of, we have to exchange money typically for things we buy. And so it's out of a knowing that you desire a thing and the universe wants you to have it, and the way will show up. Typically the way is money. It's not in a begging and pleading in a desperate manner at all. And so that's one of the things I really want you to pay attention to. When you're using the law of assumption or any of the universal laws, the laws of cause and effect, the law of attraction, any of the universal laws, are you using them from a space of fear and lack, desperation, or are you using them in a spirit of love and abundance? And when you can be really honest with that, you'll know typically why you've been quote unquote doing everything right. Now, again, I say quote unquote because this will block, it's not right, but our conscious mind thinks it is. Or is it because you're manifesting from this place? I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please share this video out, like and subscribe if you have not done so yet, and I'll see you on the next video.